Yeah, I don't even know how to begin this. I don't think I can even bother saying like, oh, I'm sorry it's been so long because at this point yeah, it's been like what, 6 months, maybe ish, almost 6 months. But yeah, I will probably do a separate video or separate videos of what I've been up to in the last couple months. Um, but for now, I just thought to do a random video. I don't know if I'm actually going to upload this or not, and it's so weird saying that out loud because I've heard a number of people say, like creators say that before, and it's like, oh, but you uploaded it anyways. But anyways, even if I upload this, I don't know when I'm going to. So yeah, depending on when this gets uploaded, I might be far from this, or it might still be very close to my heart, but who knows. But yeah, I just thought I'd just do a little chill, what is going on right now in my life type video. Yeah, I've been feeling a lot of things and I've had a lot of thoughts. So, because I can't afford therapy, I thought might as well just take my phone and record myself rant. Uh, I think one of my housemates is moving around, so I'm just going to let them do whatever they're doing first. So I'll just set my. I'll set this right here. So yeah, um, hi guys. It has been a while since we've last spoken. This is so chill. I feel like I'm talking to a friend, even though I'm kind of talking to myself, which is strange. But, anyways, you might have noticed that the layout is a bit different because that's also because I'm in a new house. Yeah, I moved. So I'm in my third year now, final year of university. So I've moved, which is, another big step, big news. Yeah, so I'm in a house now. I was in a hall before, like university hall, student hall, whatever. So yeah, that's why the background's a bit different than usual. But yeah, anyway, I, yeah, I've been, yeah, third year has been a lot for me. I think I've mentioned before that I studied biomedical science. So, in case you didn't know, well, now you know. Yeah, I studied biomedical science at the University of Portsmouth. And yeah, I'm now in my third year. So, as you can imagine, it's quite a lot. Lots of dissertation work, lots of life stuff like thinking about the future, thinking about applying for jobs and stuff. I'm sorry I look so tired. Maybe because I am, but like it's currently 12:01. So it's 12:01 in the morning. Oh, kind of looks nice. Yeah, it's 12:01 in the morning. I should be sleeping, but yeah, I am. Shooting a video. But yeah, third year has been a lot. Um, it's been mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, everythingly, um, like interesting. I don't really know what the word to use. It's been like, yeah, it's been an interesting terrain to navigate. And I just kind of want to talk about that just a bit, not too much. But like first things first, I think at least just like now, I feel like I've been feeling a bit more homesick this year than last year, maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. Last year was so hard, like, oh my gosh, last year was a beast. Like, don't get me wrong, last year was probably one of the worst years of my life, but we won't get into it. Um, but yeah, last year was very hard for me. Um, but this year is also like, it's also hard in its own unique way. It has there are a lot of things. Some of the things I'm struggling with are kind of old things that are just still showing up in my life. And some of the things are like kind of new emotions or new feelings I'm still trying to process and work through. But yeah, everything is kind of happening all at once, which is never really the best situation to be in. But yeah, I've been feeling a bit homesick. Um, Even just now, like I think that was what actually motivated me to make this video. I was listening to this song. I think you've seen it, and this isn't the one I was thinking, but it's by the same artist. It's called Nazarene. The artist is An Endless Ocean. I was listening to, I was just like a couple of the songs were playing on my phone on this phone, and Nazarene came up, and it just reminded me so much of home. Um, like okay, listen to Nazarene and Alone, which is another song by the same artist. Like it just reminded me so much of home. I remember singing Alone with my sister and some of our friends in the kitchen back home one time, and that was like when the song just newly came out. That was the last time I went home, so that was in 2023. And that was during the summer, and yeah, it it just kind of reminded me of then. And yeah, I really miss that. I really miss, like, you know stuff from back home, or just, yeah, the vibes were just immaculate. And also because in the song, like, he speaks in Yoruba as well, and I don't know, it's a bit, I don't know if it's cheesy or if it's weird, but like I really do miss hearing people speak Yoruba around me. Oh my gosh. I did not want to cry this early on in the video, which is crazy. But yeah, I really miss hearing people like speak, you know. Ooh, oh my gosh. Thank God I have my towel here. Um, but yeah, I miss hearing people like speak in their native language around me, as crazy as that might sound. Well, I don't think it sounds crazy. I think it sounds fair, and I think it sounds reasonable. Yeah, I miss hearing people speak in their native language, even if I didn't understand anything they were saying sometimes, or I couldn't like carry on. I just miss it. It sounds like home. Like, it sounds. Oh, oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like home. It sounds familiar. Um. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Hmm. I'm sorry. I did not know how emotional this would get me. But yeah, yeah, I really miss I really miss that. And yeah, another thing I just miss is, obviously I miss my family, but I miss the things, I think I miss the things we did more. Like, lunch on Sunday after church. Um I don't know, just being able to just go hug my mom, like literally just being able to walk out of my room and go to her room and see her and just give her a hug. Yeah, I miss that a lot. And it sucks. It really sucks that I can't do that. Um, yeah, without paying like almost £1,000. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah. I'm too lazy to edit anything of this video. So, yeah, this video is probably going to be as raw and as honest as it gets, because I cannot be bothered to edit a video at this point in time. Like, I have way too many things going on right now. So, you get what you get. Yeah. So, yeah, I really miss a lot. I miss a lot about home. And I think I miss a lot of things, especially um because now, like, this year has been really hard, like I mentioned before. So I'm currently writing, in the process of writing my dissertation. As some of you might remember from my last couple videos, I went to Finland in the summer and I had a summer placement. So I did my projects there and it was really fun. Well, the project wasn't very fun, but like being in Finland was amazing, and I would do it 1 million times again, 1 million times over. It was like the one of the best experiences of my life, and I loved it so much. But writing the dissertation on the other hand, like top 10 worst experiences. It's so hard. It's so difficult. It's so cringe. Like it's really really crazy. And it's exposed a lot in me. One being that I hate feeling dumb, and that has happened a lot in the last, I don't know, last year. Literally, no, actually, probably since last year. Like since my placements in Finland, like I've been consistently shown how not so smart I am. Like even during my placements, there were a number of times, like not even a couple, like consistently many times when I was like, bro, why are you so slow? And it wasn't just me thinking that because like, oh, self-depreciating, blah blah blah. But like, I don't know if it's okay to say this. You probably never see this. But like I had, a coworker working with me. I say coworker like it's so deep. It's actually never that deep. But like I hope he never sees this video. But he was working with me during the placement, and he's like, yeah, he's wonderful in his own wonderful ways. Like he's actually a really nice guy. But like on sometimes I don't know if it was purposely. Sometimes it was purposely, sometimes unpurposely. It just kind of made me feel really dumb. And like honestly, fair enough, because there were many times when I was actually doing or saying things that weren't very smart. Like I was really slow to understand what was going on. Literally, it took me weeks to even like wrap my mind about around what in the world are we even doing here. Like I was just there for vibes. I kid you not. Like second year, so I did this placement after my second year of uni. Second year drained me so much. I think I had like the IQ of a watermelon at the time I was on. Like I didn't want to think about anything. All I needed at that point was a holiday, and that was what I did. I did a holiday. Like I didn't want to. Even when they told us to write the what was it called, the protocol for the experiment, I was like, like I can't think, I couldn't think, I wanted to do nothing. Like I was so tired from second year, I was burnt out, I was mentally like, in the drain. Like I was actually so tired. So when we got to doing the whole experiment, of course I couldn't really keep up. My mind wasn't like, all my mind was like, I just want to rest. Like I don't want to deal with this. I just want to, you know yeah, I just want to rest from this. So yeah, there were lots of times I felt very slow, and now having to write the dissertation from the experiments, I'm like, wow, I still feel very dumb, which is not great. uh I've been working through that, but it's been really hard. Literally every time I open my laptop and like sit to do something, even though I've done a considerable amount of things, I still don't feel like I really know what I'm doing, and I don't know if it even makes sense. And even talking about it right now is actually paining me a lot, and it's really hard for me to admit. But like, I feel like I'm pouring in so much, or I feel like I'm pouring in so much into this project, but I still don't feel like it's my work. Let me know, like I have been using, if my supervisor is saying this, you're not. But like I have been obviously trying to use ChatGPT every now and again. But obviously this is a university situation. You can't just, use ChatGPT to write your own dissertation. I know people that do that, please don't do that. So yeah, don't do that. But yeah, I've been using ChatGPT to like help me with restructuring sentences, or like explaining research papers are just too much for me. But even like literally reading any form of research article, you can blame this on brain rot as well, or Instagram reels, or just YouTube shorts. But like my attention span is actually crazy terrible now. Like I can still read, of course, like I can still read, but it's just, I don't know, I've just gotten so tired of reading. Like, I'm not even joking. I would be reading this one paragraph over and over and over and over again. And the thing also is like, yeah, it's not as if I can't read. I read the whole Hunger Games, like, well, it wasn't the whole trilogy, but like I read the whole book in like, probably a week or less than a week, during Christmas last year. So I can read, but that was a young adult fiction book. Like, I'm interested in that. I love the Hunger Games. Of course, I'm going to read the Hunger Games. But when it comes to read, and the thing about research papers is as well is that obviously they write it in very scientific language. So to I don't actually, why though? Why do they do that? Because at the end of the day, I feel like if you're but then I always say this thing, like I always say the whole point of you know communication, or the language that you use, the whole point of language is to be able to communicate. So if you're speaking in a language that another person cannot understand, then you're not communicating. And I know that sounds obviously straightforward. You're like, oh, of course. But I don't think some people understand that. And research papers, they are made to only the way I see them, they are literally just made to only communicate with other people that know what the heck you're talking about. Like, they are not made to they are not made to communicate with like lay people, which I mean, fair enough, I get it. Like, in a particular standard of education, you should be able to use more advanced language. But then there are just some things I feel like are just overcomplicated for no reason. Yeah, but that's a whole other topic for another day. So yeah, I really struggle with reading research papers, even though I have to do that for a living right now in my dissertation. Um, so yeah, that's another thing I've been struggling with. I've also been struggling with managing my finances. Yay. That might be a bit too much, a bit TMI, but yeah, been struggling with finances, which is not great. Seeing as I need money to survive, and I don't like being broke. But yeah, it's been a struggle. It's been a lot. I I've tried to get a job many times. Insane. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how many places I've applied to during my 3 years. Actually, it's not that crazy. I've lost count, but it's not. I don't. I yeah, it's not. I don't think it's that much. Probably applied to the same place like more than once as well. But yeah, sometimes I just get flat out rejected. Sometimes I never hear back from them. So that's not ideal. It's not fun. It's cost me a lot of self doubt, a lot of I don't know, unnecessary worry. Because I think to myself, oh, if I can't get a part-time job for a cleaner or housekeeper, how on earth am I going to get an actual job as, I don't know, a research assistant or a lab tech, or I don't know, something related to my actual degree. Um yeah, it's funny, but it's not funny. um yeah, it's a bit annoying getting a job. And yeah, just hearing all these stories about how the job market is this, and people are graduating with their first classes, but they're still not able to get a job. That's not particularly helpful for me as well, especially seeing as I'm an international student and I need a job to actually be able to stay in the country if I wish to do so. And I know lots of people will probably be thinking, oh, why not just go home? Bruh, there's nothing for me at home. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to say. As much as I was literally just crying like 10 minutes ago about how much I miss my family, I miss them and I love them to pieces. But I don't see myself going home like to live in like the next, I don't know, 2 3 years, at least right now. Like, obviously I see myself going home for vacation, definitely. Like, I want to see my extended family, I love them to bits, but I don't see myself like, especially living with my parents, as much as I love you all so dearly. But yeah, um it's a mixed bag. It's, and I feel like if you're a student, you probably understand what I mean as well. Like, as much as you love your parents, there's just something about living under the same roof with your parents sometimes that can be a bit infuriating. Um, yeah, so that's just not an option for me right now. And also, like, I don't, yeah, the economic situation back home right now is not really, it's not the best, let's just say. And I would rather earn money in hard currency, if you get what I mean. So yeah, that's another issue. And yeah, those are my top three issues right now. And yeah, I just thought to make a video because why not? And it kind of feels like therapy to me. It's like, oh, I get to talk about my feelings and, expose myself to the whole world. But yeah, honestly, I have like a couple options now. The one of the options is, power through, get that degree, get that first class degree. You know what I mean? Get that first class degree, get a good job, stable job, graduate, get a job, go wherever. Or marry rich. Literally, just become Nara Smith. No, nah, I'm being so dead serious. Like, I'm actually being serious. If you have a green passport, actually, is it green? It's not green, is it? Is it red? It's red. It's red. Yeah? Yeah? Is it? Yeah, British people should know. If you have a red passport or a blue passport, please feel free to slide into my DM. I am not joking. I'm actually joking. But I'm not really. But yeah, feel free to slide into my DMs. Preferably if you're rich. Please, if you're stinkily rich only, like, I'm sorry, we can't both be struggling. Please, we actually can't both be struggling. Like, you need to have something. I beg you. Like, that's the whole point of this. Please. Um, I crack myself up. This is why I love me. Like, I can make my own self laugh, which I love. That's another reason I'm surviving. And also because of this, that's another reason I'm surviving. My Bible in a year. I'm feeling miserably at this at the moment. I've missed like, I don't know, 5, 6 days already, and it's just February. So pray for me, guys. I'm hoping to remain consistent till the end of the year, however hard that might be. But obviously, the stresses I've just mentioned have taken a toll on this as well, and me being able to mentally concentrate on anything. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thank you for listening to my rant. If you listen to the end, then you're a real one. If you didn't, then well, you'll never see this. So oh well. Yeah, I hope you guys are better than I'm doing. I really do hope you're doing better than I am. Like, I don't like, I know people say misery loves company, but I don't really want people to be as miserable as me. Well, I say that, but sometimes I kind of do, and it's kind of sad. Yeah, it's a bad character trait. Yeah, but it does. I literally, this is a lie. Okay, so what I just ignore everything I just said, because just the other day I literally told someone, oh, I like it when other people feel like, when other people are doing as terrible as well as me. I don't know why I said that. I didn't mean it. I think she got what I meant, but I wish I hadn't said it kind of in the way I had kind of. But in the context of our discussion, if you were there, you would understand. Okay. So yeah, I'm not a terrible person. It's just, it's nice to have some solidarity when you're struggling, okay? But misery doesn't always love company, guys. Thank you. So yeah, I hope you guys are actually doing good. And this made me feel better. So thank you. And I hope to, I don't know, maybe, hopefully, release another video soon. Bye. Take care.